Eat, sleep, NASCAR.
Welcome to Eat, Sleep, NASCAR. My name is Mike. That's my brother TJ. I'm a mechanic for National Guard, Army. He's just some mechanic for a tire shop. We're from New Jersey. This is happening. This is episode 7. Seven. We have almost 400 followers on our Instagram. You better follow. We don't have merch, but we will get it eventually. But this is a prototype.
Merch.
And we're drinking.
You want a koozie?
Bush.
I'll get you a koozie.
Yes.
It's time for Green Flag Pit Stop.
Jimmy Johnson will race the Coca-Cola 600 for Legacy Motorsports. William Byron, Alex Bowman, and Kyle Larson are going to drive in the Xfinity Series with Hendrick Motorsports driving the number 17. William Byron will drive at Coda. Alex Bowman will drive at Watkins Glen. And Kyle Larson will drive at Sonoma and Darlington. William Byron will drive in the Truck Series at Bristol, Darlington, and North Wilkesboro for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the 51. Jimmy Johnson, Connor Daly, Jenson Button, Jordan Taylor, and Kimi Räikkönen will all be driving at Coda in the Cup Series.
And that was Green Flag Pit Stop.
Thank you, TJ, for Green Flag Pit Stop news. That was riveting.
Tyler Reif won the ARCA race, the Xfinity race. Sammy Smith won. It was pretty fun. I thought Austin Hill could somehow win again, but Sammy Smith was real fast out there. So was the 20. Justin Allgaier crashed, which was your pick.
No, it wasn't.
Who'd you pick?
I picked the 8.
Oh.
Barry. And Barry and the 2 got together.
Well, either way, your pick crashed.
And you pick didn't get any yet. We're 0 for 4 of this.
We are. We're terrible with these picks. I picked Sammy Smith like 2 weeks ago.
I picked
It's like all our picks that we're picking, we pick them on different weeks,
and
they win different weeks.
If I don't pick him,
shit.
Now if I don't pick him, he's gonna win.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Hold on. Was that his first win?
Sammy Smith?
Yeah.
I believe so. He was in the ARCA series last year.
Yeah. And
now he's
what car does Sammy Smith drive for?
Joe Gibbs.
Which is surprising because I didn't think Joe Gibbs were going to have a very competitive. Because remember you said like the 19's a switchback
that was
car.
A miscalculation. I said 20 was a rotationary.
Rotation, yeah.
It's a 24 that's a rotationary, but that's for Sam Hunt Racing.
Oh.
So the 20 is John Hunter Nemechek, Sammy Smith in the 18, and the star car of the 19 is this week was Ryan Truex.
Practice and qualifying. Who qualified? I think Larson was fastest in practice again, and who was on the pole? Larson?
The pole was by Cole Custer.
What?
Cole Custer.
What?
Holy shit! I'm on the wrong thing.
Are you?
Who won the pole?
Who won the pole for the race? Did you not put a pole for the race? TJ, we have 365 people following us.
85.
How did they not? They don't even know that the pole winner was who. And I think it was Larson.
Oh, it's Kyle Larson.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Kyle Larson. It's right here.
There you go.
Sorry, I have so many posts. I forgot.
All right. So the track.
Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Eric Jones. That's your top 10.
I think I'm at a point now where like when I look at my picks or I do, I gotta see if I won any money on the draft thing.
The what?
The draft. Remember the thing I did? The draft pick, DraftKings pick. I think I was winning money on that. The thing I do now for like qualifying is I don't take the qualifying seriously because the way they. Oh, I won $50. I'm rich, bitch. With my one pick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Losing that for this week.
Okay.
What? Actually, you know what? I need that money. Yeah, so where we at? So yeah, what I was saying, qualifying, like I think I'm at a point where, especially with these cars, like Michael McDowell, right? If I'm looking at like draft picks or like DraftKings or Barstool or something like that to do like a pick for the week, they're gonna lower the percentage based on like qualifying and practice. So like the higher end. So like Larson, I was gonna put money on Larson right this week, and he at the beginning of the week he was at plus 900, and when practice and qualifying happened, obviously he was on the pole. He dropped down to 300%.
Shit, did it?
So I was like, damn. So now it's even harder now because I like going off of practice.
We're talking about practice, man.
I feel practice gives you because
but that also gives them.
Yeah, but it gives you a better chance to figure out who's going to keep the speed for, and you can see how many laps they do and stuff like that, right? So for example, Michael McDowell, he got top 10, top 5, whatever in qualifying. But then in practice, trash, and in the race, trash. So what? You tuned your car to go around the lap by yourselves.
He finished 13th.
Not trash, but he wasn't where he qualified.
He qualified 7th, I believe.
Yeah. So
let's see.
It's a poor example, but it's the example that I can think of right now.
Oh, all right.
So like practice, I go off of practice.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
All right, so the race was at Phoenix, which is the location for the championship race in the fall, last race of the season. 1 mile tri-oval track. When they do restarts, they spread out. They call it a dog leg, or I forget what they call it, the tri-oval.
I think it's a dog leg.
I think it's called a dog. It's crazy. They go all the way down the bankment and they shoot up.
I like that.
I like it. It's fun. Some people think that we should change
It's like
the
the
track.
turnpike.
Well, one side over the other
As soon
side.
as you get on the turnpike, it's like, get out of my way! Or the parkway.
Yeah. It's a 1 mile track, so it's interesting. I don't hate it. I still think the best race of the season so far is Fontana. I think Fontana was just, I think it all around because it was like you could be 3 or 4 wide. You're at top. You could be at top speed, and the tires were wearing. So like there was opportunity to catch up to people. This place in Las Vegas this week and last week, the tires weren't a bigger issue, and I feel like if there's no tire runoff, you're not catching any of these guys ahead of you because they get the clean air and that's it. Only if they get the lap cars or you get a late caution, which happened 2 weeks in a row. Luckily, we've gotten good late competition at the end, but if there's no caution at the end for the last 2 weeks with the 10 hitting the wall or the 21 this week, then it's just Byron or it's actually twice it'd be Larson just driving away from the field. And it'd be boring. Not boring, but
it was kind of boring.
Right? Without those green flag checkers or overtime chances, it just doesn't get really.
Tyler Reddick took a chance and put 4 tires on.
Yeah.
It almost was there.
Yes, you did. No, it wasn't Reddick.
It was Reddick.
4.
Reddick.
No.
Reddick.
Reddick did. Reddick might have done it, but it was the 4.
Reddick.
Harvick.
Reddick was the first one up there with 4 freshies.
Harvick was. Harvick. He might have the second restart. Yes, Reddick got up there, but Harvick gave the gamble and said, "I'm taking 2 because the 24 was in this head of his pits."
All right, he took 2.
Who did?
I'm saying Tyler Reddick was the first 4-tire car.
Where?
In there, everyone else took 2 tires. He took 4.
The 4 took 4.
You just said the 4 took 2.
No, I meant to say the 4. No, the whole point was that the 4 had the lead, was winning. Caution came out.
I'm pretty sure they took 2 because everyone else took 2.
No, that's the problem. The 4 took. The 24's pit was in front of him, so he couldn't judge off what they were doing. So he got in. He started doing it. The 24 saw he was doing 4, stopped. Remember that guy almost got hit? They jumped out early, and the 4 was still doing his tires.
That was 2. No, that was 2 tires on the 24.
Yes, the 24.
Because he jumped over and went,
Yee! Yes, the 24 saw the 4 doing 4, and he said, "Don't do 4, do 2. Get ahead of the 4," because the 4 was the fastest car on the track at that time. He was
only fast on long runs.
Yeah, and that was the point of it. He's like, I gotta have tires.
Like Kyle was like, if we get a short run, I'm good. But William was like, I'm even better.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it was. And then the 4 was the one catching him. And he caught him at that. Did he catch? Yeah, Larson. He caught up to Larson. Then that last caution fucked over the 4.
Yeah, the 4 finished
7th or 6th or something like that. Kevin Harvick got booted a couple of times. He was going to win it.
He finished 5th.
And it was going to be his 10th win there.
It would have been.
Yep.
If there wasn't a caution.
That's true. So stage 1, me go back to where stage 1 was just regular. 24-1, stage 2, the 5-1, the last stage. Obviously, we know the 24.
It was like the same 6 cars were up there.
Same
It
thing
was
as
like
last week.
Denny, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick.
Denny wasn't up there.
Denny was up there.
Well, Denny was not up there.
All
might have been
right.
up there
Stage 2,
afterwards.
he was in 6th place. Stage 1, he was in 4th place.
Okay.
He was up there the whole
during
race.
the race. Oh, not at the end. He didn't.
At the end,
He ended up.
he was like,
He was
"Oh,
trash.
all these people are gonna pass me. You know who ain't gonna pass me?
The one.
Ross Chastain."
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Boo that man!
Oh, you want to do rooting and booting?
No, not yet.
You rooting and booting?
Oh, we're talking about that. Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll talk about that. My apologies. All right, so last stage, obviously, the 24-1 after the second attempt for the overtime. A lot of movements, stuff. Larson got. Oh, the Blaney was coming. You see? Remember? You see that?
He was cranking it, dude. He was
Cranking it.
cranking it and
Cranking
coming,
it.
dude. He was coming
I
hard.
was like, damn, that car has not been
He's-
seen all day.
Oh, hell
and he
yeah.
Showed up.
Hell yeah.
Showed up.
Been at work all day.
Mm-hmm.
Got home.
Ranked
Cranked it.
Sure. Okay. I hope he cleaned up after himself. So top moments of the race. Top moments. I need a drink. Top moments of the race. I would say the Hendricks car is winning, obviously being fast again. The 24 winning another race. That makes me. I feel bad now because I didn't even put him in the playoffs.
Oh, but there is something to talk about the Hendricks after this.
Yeah. What about my boy, the 9 getting a top 10, baby? The 9 getting a top 10.
I don't think
You
he got top
trashed
10.
it last week. You
Josh
said,
Berry?
why?
He sucked.
He
He
sucks.
sucked last week.
He sucks. You
He
said
sucked.
that word for word. He said, "I don't understand why Josh Berry's in the 9. They should put someone else in it, like Corey LaJoy or something like that." The man got a top 10. Where's your boy at?
Damn, he did get a top 10.
Yeah, that's right. Where's your boy at? Where's the 42?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yep. Again, 2 weeks in a row. I don't want to talk about it. You're 42 and the 54 that ended up kissing each other in the ass and getting crashed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
lot of talk.
And Ty Gibbs.
A lot of talk.
Ty Gibbs
That's what I'm saying.
finished ahead
The head
of
getting
Noah.
crashed the head.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
He's
by the
not
way.
doing too
Look at
good
that.
this year.
Look at that.
It's upsetting.
Black at that's right. Give him fucking Josh Berry shit. Unbelievable, bro.
Boy, yeah, he did a good job this week.
I'm gonna put boo and booting or rooting for you. I'm booing you.
Boo this man!
All right. So another top moment of the race was when the 21 blew a tire with 10 laps to go and threw all that debris out. The 4 was the first car to come into the pits. Everyone else came behind them, and everyone decided to gamble and take 2, except the 4.
And the 45.
Incorrect. And the 45, but the 4 lost 6 spots and ended up starting in 7th place after
Man.
that. So because of that, he wasn't in the position to do a lot of extra maneuvering.
Yeah.
Like the 45 ended up doing more aggressive maneuvering to get ahead of him. That's why at the second attempt of they tried it, then they had a crash at the last couple laps, did the overtime. That's when the 45 caught up. It was there with
Didn't
the
they
12.
have an exciting finish last week, too?
Same thing. They
Same
had
thing.
the 10.
And then, the week before that,
Fontana.
I
Was it
think
overtime?
Fontana, everyone, even Xfinity crashed.
I don't
too.
have to look at the notes again.
I feel like it's been overtime every week now.
Almost.
Which is pretty.
Except was Daytona? No. Yeah, Daytona was too.
Yeah.
Because they get checkered flag for the 47. The caution checkered for 47. But
Chevy winning 4 races in a row.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, 47,
Chevy dominating.
the 8, and
Hendrick
the
dominating.
224. Yeah, I thought Hendricks was going to be a little slow this season, but you know what's so funny? The 24 did this last year too. He ended up winning 2 races almost in a row. I think in a row. And then he fell off the rest of the rest of the year. So people were like, wow, he's going to be really good. So he's literally talking about after the interviews and stuff. He said, we just got to make sure that we can do this later on in the season. We didn't get capitalized last year on it. See if they do it.
Did you hear about the hood louvers?
I've never heard of that before.
Louvers?
When you posted that, I was like, "What
Is louvers?
I don't know how to answer.
They're like the vents on the hood.
Yeah. I would say hood vents.
But all 4 Hendrick cars got penalized. Well, probably will get penalized Wednesday, and they had to take them off after practice and were replaced with new ones, so they can qualify.
They didn't get. They didn't. Oh no!
They're gonna do penalties tomorrow, and they took the 31 of Justin Haley's hood louvers because they said they modified it somehow.
You're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do that. So think about it. This dude just won 2 races, and when Brad Keselowski got in trouble for modifying something, they took 100 points and 10 playoff points.
Oh yeah. Oh, so interesting to see what the damage is gonna be.
Hendrick, I feel like all 4 of your cars are you're gonna get 400 points taken away from.
It depends on how much of it. Yeah, it's true. My thing is like Dale Jr. always talks about on his, and I've heard it before. Like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Like in NASCAR, you got to push the limits, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, when do I want to push the limits? Do I want to push the limits at the end of the season, or do I want to push it in the beginning of the season? And I'm like, you know what? They're doing it on purpose to see what's the line for NASCAR. Like, are you going to catch me on this? So I remember Danny last year got in trouble with tape. Remember the tape thing? It was like beginning of the season because they're gonna test out NASCAR. Is like, are you gonna catch this or not? Because if you don't catch this, you ain't gonna catch it when I do it in the later in the season.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'd rather risk losing whatever. So what? You would lose so many points, but you still, if you win the race, you're still in. It doesn't matter by points. Yeah, now it definitely doesn't matter.
Playoff points at the end of the year.
Correct. It might affect you, but if you get yourself,
digging yourself a hole right now.
Yeah, but
and it's not your fault. I mean, it could be a malfunction with the parts, and it happened at all Hendrick.
But if you're
on colleague cars,
but if you're those companies, like let's say last year with the 6, if you're those cars and you know you're not gonna be competitive, why not just try it? You're ready. You might.
BJ McLeod should definitely try it all.
I don't think BJ McLeod has the
Rick Ware and BJ McLeod should try it all.
I would say this: if BJ McLeod or Rick Ware ever dominated and won a race, you know how they said they took away the equipment to inspect it.
Yeah,
they're gonna take the whole trailer. They're gonna take all the cars.
Take the whole.
Where did this come from?
Take his whole business.
Everything.
We're taking his whole thing.
They're gonna put him in a. They're gonna take him. Like no, you're modified. Like they're gonna see if he's like robotic. Like what did you turn yourself to Android 18 or something? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not really sure. I forgot to add to this later on. So 2 other things I want to add to bring up. That was a cool video you put on Instagram for the 48 doing the Tokyo Drift. He went down the dog leg. He was like, "Oh shit!" It
was a cool move.
I love that at the back of it because he's doing like it goes like an animal shelter thing.
Save all or something.
He was like, "I'm saving this."
Yeah, save all.
That was pretty cool.
It was.
Yeah, it was a good move. If you guys want to watch that, that's on the Instagram post as well. You'll see that on Eat Sleep NASCAR on Instagram. And then the other thing that was interesting, I did hear before the race or during the race, just when it started, 30% lower spoiler in the back. So like the older cars, it was like they said
21.
Yeah.
21 to new.
Yes. Yeah. So it was like the lowest it's ever been since the 90s for short tracks. That's what they're going to try to do to keep the less downforce. So now they're more. The back ends they can slide out. So hopefully when we get to a shorter track, I mean this is a short track, but like
is it?
Yeah, it's a 1 mile track.
Not that short.
A 1 mile track is pretty short. Dover's a 1 mile track. It's a short track. I mean, yeah, a 3/4 or a quarter track is obviously the shorter track.
It does seem like it's like a medium.
A medium would be a mile.
It's
and
a
half.
medium track.
I don't know. I think mile and a half. No, because Pocono is 2 miles. Daytona is the
small and medium. You're medium. A 1.5 mile track is a medium.
I think you just like saying
2 miles.
Do you like saying medium?
Medium.
I think you should put that like when we're talking.
Medium.
Just be a medium.
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 Schmegma.
Schmegma.
TJ, Do you know what time it is?
Yeah. What time is it?
You know what time it is?
What?
It's time for rooting or booing, where we talk about something that happened during the race this week, and either we root for the son of a bitch or we boo him. TJ,
Yeah.
are you rooting or booing the 11 versus the 1 last lap, where the 11 outright said on his podcast, which will cause problems later on, we'll find out later, penalties, that he chose to screw over the 1, and he quote unquote said, if I'm getting a shitty position, he's getting a shitty position. And he basically blocked the 1 and brought him down to the mid-teens with him so he wouldn't finish above him. Are you rooting or booing, 1, the penalty that he might get or might not get, or 2, the move finally that he and him are still at each other's throat? Two-parter.
So I am booing his move.
Ooh.
As funny as it is, it's kind of a cheap move, I believe. You're just going to drive up, take him out because everyone else is going to pass you, so Ross can't pass you.
It's like almost like sore loser.
Yeah, like you're like Ross didn't even bother you, I feel like, all day.
I feel like
at the end, you're just like, oh, no one said I'm going to do anything. I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
It's kind of like childish.
All right, it's pretty funny, though. I don't think he should get a penalty. It's pretty stupid that you're going to penalize someone for freedom of speech if he wants to say something afterwards about it.
I don't think
that should be on him.
I don't think that's a reason, brother. But I think it's at the point where, like, imagine a football player saying, like, I didn't catch that ball because I knew that this, that, and the other thing. Like, oh, so you purposely didn't do that. It wasn't because an accident. Like,
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, he purposely said, I'd let go of the wheel. So the
but I don't like NASCAR police and shit like that.
Yeah, but if he didn't say anything,
he shouldn't. I mean,
if he didn't say anything, would they really know?
I'm upset because I feel like now that if they do penalize him, he's not going to say anything on his podcast anymore.
That's what you're worried about?
Yeah.
I guess so, but I feel like that's the whole point of the podcast. That's the whole point of it. You're supposed to be like, I'm going to give you the real thing about every week. I mean, you listen to it. I really don't care about him bitching every week, but no, that's your side.
I like Denny.
I don't like Denny.
Why?
He bitches too much. I'm more of a chase guy. Like,
I guess let's
fucking do on the track, bro.
Like bitchers.
They entertain you?
Yeah, bitchers entertain. Denny's bitching.
So you're booing the move, but you're rooting for You're not. Oh, you're booing.
I'm booing everything.
You're booing everything.
Booing everything.
But you are rooting for the. I
guess I am. Yes, I'm
you're
rooting for the drama.
The drama.
I'm booing the move. You could have done a better move. It was pretty funny, though. It's entertaining to me because he said, "Hey, you're coming with me, buddy."
He did.
You know what I mean? Like that's pretty funny.
If I'm getting a shit position, you're
pretty
getting
a bonehead move because now you admitted it, and now everyone, your boss, your team, people that worked on that car, took the time to try to help you win.
You're not just screwing over.
You just screwed them all.
You're not choosing.
And then you finished what 20th or whatever.
They had a conversation after the race. You saw that?
A nice little.
But they were like,
chat.
But now he wants to talk shit off.
Yeah, but now you're gonna be on there like I did it on purpose.
About that, dude. If you have a problem, like if you
punch him in the face.
No. If you have a problem with someone and you choose to not say nothing, and then you choose to go out of your way to like express your feeling, your personal feelings without having the other person have a chance to express theirs.
Yeah,
you're a fucking. I don't like that. I don't know how to describe that, but it's not something I like. Like if I have a problem and I know I'm in the wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But if someone goes out of their way to do something and they don't go out of the way to talk to me about it, and they choose to go behind my back and say something like that, that person is not a good person because they're being cowards. Like you got a problem, you better come up to me and talk about it. You know.
DM him. If you guys got a problem, DM him. He will answer all your questions.
I don't do problems in DM. You got a problem, you better come up to me.
Find him.
No. You don't want this heat, bro. Look at me. Look at my eyes.
Are you
look
booing?
At these eyes.
Are you booing? Are you booing Denny Hamlin's move?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm rooting for that.
Rooting for
I want the drama.
Are you booing NASCAR stepping in?
No, because he's stupid. Because Bubba Wallace got screwed over, got penalized because he said something like that. The same thing too. And Clint Boyer, when they said that, remember they were trying to like the playoffs, they were trying to get their driver in, and Bubba purposely spun out, and if he didn't say it,
It was Bubba?
yeah, no. So Clint did it too. They heard, like, hey Clint, I heard your foot hurts.
Cole Custer.
Correct, right,
Blocked
right,
Kyle Larson.
right. But he admitted.
So Chase Briscoe could get in.
Correct. That was another one. But Bubba also did it too because he said it out loud.
Yeah, but why would he?
Because Bubba was doing an interview and he said that he.
Yeah, but Bubba's in the 43.
No.
At the time.
Yeah, but there was a
Why
moment.
Would he want
I don't
help?
know. I don't know exactly. I don't remember what exactly it was. But there was a moment where he got away with it, and then he got, because I remember in Door Bumper Clear talking about Freddie Kraft was like, if he didn't say anything, they would have never known, and he put himself in that hole.
Well, Denny definitely put himself.
Now
in
he put himself in a hole. So I bet, like, if you're Michael Jordan, right? Are you saying something to him? Like, I like Michael Jordan being ownership. I wish he was like, you know what? Let's have a conversation here. Like, I want to have a conversation with Michael Jordan.
Michael probably just tell him, if you're gonna talk shit, you better back it up.
Or maybe it's like, you know what? I'm paying you to do what you're doing right now, because he's getting publicity more than anyone else on the track. He's getting viewership. He's getting sponsors. Like, this might be more of a head game. Like,
maybe.
You know, who else is doing this? Who else getting? He's not even winning a race. He got 15th or some shit. He's still getting
I don't really
talked
see
about.
Any other.
No one. No one says.
Last year was just Kevin Harvick and Chase.
No, that was 2 years ago.
It was last year too.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
We're about to rip someone's head off. And they had a little fight between each other. No, it was 2 years ago.
Year before,
it was 2 years ago.
But then the next year,
they kind of at the road course.
At the road course, they were fucking slamming into each other.
Well, I said it was 2 years ago because they didn't have the composite body. They had the metal ones. So Chase was saying that Harvick was always went after your rear. He just purposely went after it to cut your tires.
It's time for our viewer question of the week.
Oh, hey there, Eat, Sleep, NASCAR. I have a question for you. What would happen if a driver gets seriously injured? Will you guys stop the race or be setting up pursuits? Please let me know. Who are you talking to, bro? What?
That's great, man. That's good. Who are you talking to, bro? Great.
That was great.
That was great.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you, Cabrera and
Cabrera. All right. Thank you, Cabrera
and Dave. To answer your question, I think I'm gonna go first to just do a quick runabout. So, unfortunately, there was one death that happened about 20 years ago. It was this Dale Earnhardt Sr. That was at the last lap, and another really bad crash happened a couple years ago with Ryan Newman. It was last lap as well. So, it's very rare to have a very bad wreck. It's been rare to have a bit.
Whatever wrecks they have, they clean it up.
Yeah.
And the only time something happened like that, where they stopped the race and went into a team meeting, was, I believe, a couple years ago. One of the IndyCar drivers, Dan Weldon, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Got in a real bad car. I'm pretty sure it went in the air and caught on fire or something like that. And they stopped the race. I believe they had like a driver's meeting and they were discussing on whether they were going to cancel the race and move on or continue. And I think they decided on continuing because that's probably what they wanted, what he wanted them to do.
I think it's based off situations. Just like the football game last season where that guy had like the heart attack or the cardiac arrest problem. It's decision based. So, recently, and just in NASCAR, any type of accidents that happen, they'll put the yellow out if it's serious. They'll put a red out if it's like very serious to stop all the cars. They look for certain signs before the rescue crew or the wrecker comes. They want to see the driver move in the car, so they have cameras in the car. And then the biggest thing is the net down. If the net goes down, that's the driver,
that you're all right.
Yeah,
trying to get out.
The driver has communication with a spotter, the owner, the crew chief, everyone.
But if it's something bad, I believe with what was it, Ryan Newman? They put like black
Yeah,
They
so
try to block it off so people really
they
can't see.
stopped. So the funny thing was that like he was unconscious during that wreck. If you look back, I think it was two Daytona 500s ago. The race was over, and he spun out, and they got flipped upside down. And got hit by a driver's side. It was really bad. They stopped showing the video of that because they weren't sure if it was like that was it, like he was dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they put the black, like these big, like 12x12, like black screens around the car so they can cut it out. They didn't want to show a dead, or you want to show an unconscious or a dead body, or people don't want to see it on TV. So
Because there's children watching.
right, and you want to be able to make sure that that person's getting the message of respect. So, which is great. The great way of being a human. This is a sport. These guys put their lives on the line for this sport, for entertaining us, and we do appreciate it. But a lot of times, these cars have been, for the past 20 plus years now, have been very up to standard to keep the drivers safe. They keep adding stuff into it. I think last year they added. So it's funny. I remember that too. They added a Newman bar, a Logano bar, so the drivers get a name. So there's certain in the roll cage. They have like the bars that go around, and the driver sits in a very like cocooned like seat, and they can't really move too much. They have the harness. What's it called? Hans device, and then they have this big cushion, basically like head. They're working on the newer car. They're working on concussion because last year they had a lot of concussions.
Yeah,
which is a newer thing now because Junior ended up retiring because he had too many concussions during the races. But a lot of times, to answer the question and finish up the question of the week, it's based on situations. They have a rescue crew, or they have track personnel to go to the wreck if the car's not moving or the driver's not able to get out of the car, or fire or anything like that. They're very quick to the scene.
yeah.
They have everyone at every corner of the track, so there's always someone there to help the drivers out. And then if the race gets to a point where they need to postpone it, they always have the discussion with it. I've seen people getting rushed to hospital. People have gotten put in the hospital.
Yeah,
before.
they rush them to the hospital.
But the race keeps, and then they go to there's an urgent care or a care center in the track. So if they do get an accident and the car gets wrecked, they go into the ambulance.
Any accident, you have to go.
If you're done,
if you're done,
that's it.
You have to go to urgent care.
Yeah, so you automatically get you checked out. Afterwards you can do an interview. A lot of times they talk about it, but 99% of the time the drivers are pretty good, even with these flipping upside down and hard wrecks, which is grateful because that's we want the suspense of the race to go, and we want the thrill of it, but we also want the drivers to come back next week and race again. So they do have protocols and they do have certain measures, and there's always a helicopter ready for them too as well. So good question. Appreciate you guys doing that. A nice video. I like the video.
Thank you. Appreciate. I like the video. I like that. Wonder who the director was. Anyway, so next week, Atlanta.
It's going to be a mini speedway.
A mini speedway.
Like last year. I don't know, man. I think last year it gave me a hard time. I had a hard time watching Atlanta.
Well, your boy won.
Yeah, he won, and then
boy won.
The 7 almost won, and the 24 won the first one. So 24 could win 3 in a row right now.
I don't know. There's definitely someone that's.
It's gonna be interesting. And the good part is that we have Truck this week, and we have Xfinity, and we have Cup. So we have 3 races to look at. Atlanta is a very fast track. It has new pavement. It has Bankman. That's a name.
That is a name.
It's a fun track. I like it. The drivers are not huge fans of it because it's a mini speedway, and it's more of a kind of like a Daytona and Talladega, like a gamble or like roulette. But for sports entertainment, it is a fun track to watch. It's very stressful, but it's fun to watch. I think my pen's out. All right, so who's your pick for Truck?
I'm gonna go with Zane Smith.
Who's what number is Zane?
38.
38. Can I have your blue pen, please? Behind your head. My pen. It's like a speedway, so. Man, I don't want to pick my girl again. I think she's just gonna get in a bad situation again, and I don't want to do it. 99. Ben Rose.
All right. Good pick.
All right, Xfinity. Who you got?
Xfinity.
You got to go with a junior, bro. You got to go junior motorsports. It's a speedway.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm gonna go with so many to pick. Can we pick the same picks, or is it like
No.
you would switch it up?
By the way, we're 0 for 4.
We have to switch it up.
Yeah, switch it up. You can no. Oh, from last week? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can pick them. I just can't pick the same car. It's just not fair to pick the same person as you do the same week. So you can pick the same.
Oh, Sheldon Creed.
2?
I'm gonna go with the 2.
Okay. That's a good pick. I mean the RCR car, right?
It's an RTR car. I really want to pick Austin Hill.
I'm gonna go with. I gotta pick a junior
I
car.
feel like
Again.
I
I know.
gotta
I keep picking junior cars, but I'm gonna go with. So we have the 7, the 8, the 9. I think we have another one, 2 in the 2, right?
1.
Who's the 1?
Sam Mayer.
I think he's in the. Oh yeah, 1. Okay, I'll pick Sam Mayer.
All right.
All right, Cup, Atlanta.
This might be a shocker one.
Uh-oh.
Corey LaJoy. Let's go, Corey.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
That would be cool to see.
Corey LaJoy.
I like Corey.
Gonna get his first win this weekend.
That would be big.
Corey.
I wonder what his odds are. I might have to look at that.
Corey LaJoy.
All right, good pick. I like it because he almost
I think he was
almost
good
did
last
it.
year,
Almost did it.
and hopefully he brought the same car because Chase's not there to block him and put him in the wall. So let's go, Corey.
Unfortunately, and no reports with Chase yet. Anything yet? So
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with Speedway. I'm gonna go with Reddick. No. I'm gonna go with Bubba.
Bubba.
Yeah,
All right.
I like. This,
Right.
I like.
Looks like we're going over 5.
Imagine we go the whole season.
Oh,
and never
not
pick
get
a
one
winner, bro.
guy.
That'd be crazy. What the odds of that would be?
It'd be good.
Do we stop doing a podcast if we don't?
Yeah, if we can't get a win, we're done, dude.
If we can't pick a single winner out
Like-
of the 3
It's like
series,
Daytona. Who's gonna win? BJ McLeod. What? No way, dude.
It might.
No way.
He has better odds with that than the
No
NFL
way.
tracks.
Anyway, thank you for watching the Eat Sleep NASCAR podcast.
So next week we're gonna start a new segment with our nephew, Jake. It's gonna be called Jake's Last Lap Recap.
Yeah, last lap recap with
See
Jake.
how that goes.
Hopefully it works out. Thanks, Jake.
Nah, buddy.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Adios, amigos.
Eat, sleep, NASCAR.